The hunt for a fridge, guys. Everybody says how lucky you are when you live in a small town until you have to replace an appliance. It turns into hell. I got some video of Spiderman going down the street. I'll see if I can cut it in and show you this. It's kind of funny. Spiderman. What's he doing?
Spinning web.
How much do you want to bet he's on camera?
I'm sure he is. He's probably quietly screaming or something. Why are you speeding up?
Catch up to him. You see a camera? But overall, we had a fridge break about 5 days ago, and we've been living out of a cooler. We'd freeze water bottles in the fridge, throw them in the cooler, every day, every other day. And that's a pain in the ass. Now, the fridge you broke was a $2,500 fridge. It was about 7 years old. Now, sometimes I can fix appliances, sometimes I can't. Depends on what goes bad on them. I think we replaced a fan in this thing a couple times. But they are designed to break. And that's all there is to it. And when you pay $2,500 for a fridge and it breaks within 7 years, you're just kind of shaking your head going, boy, are we getting scammed? And the fridge before that was $1,700. And that one broke about the same time. So there seems to be a 5 to 7 year lifespan on a fridge. So this time, I figure I'm going to do it a little different. I did check Facebook Marketplace. I must have emailed 4 or 5 people on different types of fridges they had for sale. And I asked them one question: can I see the fridge running? And is it still available? Nobody replied back. I guess they don't want you to see the fridge running. I've seen other people that said they were trying to sell fridges that didn't keep the temperature constant. It fluctuated too much. And I was like, and they're just trying to get their money back, which means that's an item that's going to have to be replaced soon. And I was like, I guess you got to go brand new. So this fridge I picked up was 18 cubic. And it was white with a freezer on the top, a fridge on the bottom, and nothing fancy. It does have an ice maker in the freezer that you pick up separately. So we drive all the way to Lowe's, which is a good 2-hour drive. Start looking at fridges, and we keep asking the guy, okay, is this one in stock? Nope. Is this one in stock? Nope. Is this one in stock? Yes. Is this one in stock? Yes. So we figure out between 4 fridges which ones are in stock, because I need one now, right? He's like, well, you can have free delivery. And I'm going, is that like a joke? Are you trying to be funny with me? I mean, we don't have a fridge. We need one now. We can't wait 2.5 weeks for a delivery. And that's what it was. I would have been living in a cooler for another 2.5 weeks. I was like, you got to be nuts. So we finally come up with the fridge we want. It's around $800. And he said you can get it $100 cheaper if you apply for the Lowe's credit card. Okay, so we apply for that, get approved in 20 minutes, and we get the fridge for $700. The ice making machine has to be bought separately, which is around $100, which goes inside the freezer. So, okay. But that Lowe's didn't have it. Do they have it at a different Lowe's? Yes, they do. But it's another 30-minute drive to the next Lowe's. So now we're into 2.5 hours. So we get there, we get that ice maker. We've got the fridge in the back all tied down. And on our way home, everything went good. Get home, unload it, bring it in the house. Go to connect the ice maker, and it's missing the screws, the water tube. I should have opened the package and looked when I was at the store, but I didn't. I know better, but I should have. So it turns out to be a pretty long day. I mean, you think it's 2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours back. You're in the 5 hours. Basically, half a tank of gas. And then, of course, you stop and eat. So there's another hour. I mean, you're into a day. 7, 8 hours. You're into a full day. That's all there is to it. You might as well eat if you're out, right? So because the ice maker machine was missing parts, we had to call them. And then they actually turned around and said, oh, we'll bring it back and we'll swap it out. So that means we're driving 2.5 hours again one way. Off we go today. We do that. Since I'm out, I might as well get a haircut, right? I went to one place. They were booked for 3 hours. I would have had to wait. Went to another place which was called Sports Haircuts or something. I've never seen anything so kooky in my life. You walked in, the whole place looked like something out of a sports bar. You had big screen TVs, funny looking chairs. I guess they would give people these massages with some type of machine they plugged in for 20 seconds. It was interesting. They said they may be able to get me in. There's a 3-hour waiting list, but if nobody comes in, they'll slip me in between. I says, well, I'll wait 10 minutes, see if anybody shows up. If not, then I'll go look elsewhere. So the guy didn't show up, whoever was supposed to show up. All right, go and get my haircut. She tells me the haircut was $27. I almost fell off my chair. $27 for a haircut? Are you kidding? I was like, wow. So because you put some big screen TVs in there and some chairs, you charge an outrageous amount? I definitely need to find a haircut in place. Ever since COVID, everything's all messed up. I used to have a really good haircut in place, but they went under. So I guess I need to find another place. So $27 for a haircut. I'll never go back there again. But it was kind of a kooky idea. But a lot of people did, obviously. They had a 3-hour waiting list. I mean, it was nuts. They told me it doesn't matter if it's Monday to Saturday. When they open first thing in the morning, they've got 8 to 10 people standing outside in the line to get their haircut. Sounds like a pretty good business, don't it? Maybe people should be opening up haircutting businesses. So now I got the ice maker. I made sure everything's in it. And on my way home, and we're going to hook that up. And life will be back to normal again, at least when it comes to the fridge. My dryer broke, I don't know, about 7 months ago. I was using the lines outside. And I didn't buy a new dryer. I went with an old dryer that was probably 15 years old, and I bought it at an auction, and I got it for $90. And I've been using that dryer ever since, and it's been working fine. Everything's just better in it. Better parts, the drum's better, everything. And if it breaks, it's going to be quite easy to fix. So I think my washer is $1,800, but it's a really nice wash machine. It really washes just about everything, and it's fairly large. I do need a new stove. I need a new electric stove. My stove has got 2 burners gone. It's getting to the point where I need to pick up a new stove. But I haven't decided on which one I'm going to get yet. I still got time because it hasn't broke yet. Now, even if my stove breaks, I got double burner stoves. I have all kinds of camping stuff for that. That's not a big major issue. But living out of a cooler for a while was an interesting experience. Some food was lost, and it was a lot of work. I mean, if you didn't change out the water bottles and you had to make sure you got them in the bottom, the top, and make sure everything was cold, it was a little bit of work to do. A good half an hour. It was more time that you were losing in the day to, keep your food that you're using cold is what you were doing. And definitely, if you haven't experienced that, go do it. Go live out of a cooler for a week and see what that's like. I'm sure a lot of people have. But as far as I'm concerned, fridges are a ripoff. It seems like they're just throwing a lot of colored plastic into them to impress you and make it look good, or monitors, or make 2 doors or 3 doors. It just looks like a bunch of garbage to me. I mean, I didn't see very many people looking at the $2,500 fridges. I seen more people looking at the $500 fridges, and those were crap. Those had metal grates in them. They were very small, very tiny. I mean, I seen people looking at the cheapest fridge they could look at. I think you need to go about middle of the road is what you got to do. And we went with the 18 cubic, and we didn't go with the metal gates inside, or the grates or whatever. They're too hard to clean. We went with a lot more different stuff. And we like our ice. So that was important. But I just think the entire fridge market is nothing but a scam. And I'll bet you this fridge breaks in 5 to 7 years. I don't think it's any different. I think that's just the way it is. I mean, I looked at the warranty on this fridge. It's 30 days. 30 days for a brand new fridge. Well, what does that tell you? And they're no different even with the $2,500 fridge unless you pay for extended warranty. I never did that. And there's just an entire scam. I wish I had the money to take these companies to court and sue them. Because you would think, I mean, when you're spending that type of money, there should be a bare limit, a 10-year warranty or something that guarantees that fridge to work or you get a new one. Because when you're buying a fridge, you don't know what you're getting. You're getting scammed. You depend on those reviews so bad that you're hoping that everybody's honest, nobody's scamming. I mean, it is ridiculous when it comes to a fridge. But my average fridge life, even with me fixing them, is about 7 years. And that's what I'm noticing. What about you guys? How long do your fridges last for? I mean, because it seems like the entire market's nothing but a scam and we're all getting it up the ass. Oh, and gas is at $3.39. That's what it cost me to fill up. After 2 days of driving that much, I had to fill up. I was almost on E, so I was into, I don't know, I filled up the tank in the back that I carry in the back of my truck. That was $10. And then, so 80, so I guess it was $70 to fill a truck. $80 altogether when I fill a 5-gallon tank in the back of my truck. But gas prices are coming down. Will we see $3? Probably in a couple months or a month. Will we see $2.50? I don't know. If we do that, it'll be a miracle. But I just can't get over how bad I'm getting scammed all the time when I got to replace these appliances. It's like a never-ending bill. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one.